Graniola. This is the Graniola channel, and I'd like to tell you a folk tale. Folk tales are simple stories that have been told and retold, passed down by word of mouth from generation to generation. They unify people. This is a tale called Saved by a Song.
Often when you listen to a folk tale, you'll know where it comes from. At the end of this story, I'll tell you what part of the world it started in.
There was once a young girl who grew up near the base of a volcano. She loved to take long walks in the rainforest. The rainforest was alive with many sounds, and the girl always moved slowly and carefully so that she could enjoy them. One day she heard the mesmerizingly beautiful song of a baby bird. She froze in place so that she would not startle the singer, and was delighted when, after a few moments, the little bird hopped across the forest floor, stopped in front of her feet, and looked up at her. In an instant they became friends, and from that moment on, the little creature seemed always to sense where the girl was and would suddenly be in the air above her shoulder when she entered the forest. The girl's father was the shaman, or shaman, which meant that he took care of the people in the village. He helped them to plan for the future and to understand the present. He was a healer and a teacher. Each morning, when his daughter left him for her walk, the shaman, or shaman, felt a little sad and a little bit worried. He imagined he might have felt this way because he was missing his daughter, but he also had the feeling that there was some danger close by. This didn't make too much sense because their tribe lived a peaceful life. They had no enemies and all of the food that they needed. Shamans, or shamans, get a lot of information from dreams, and one night he dreamed that the volcano was angry and was going to erupt and cover the village in hot lava. The next morning, when his daughter left for her daily exercise, the shaman, or shaman, climbed to the top of the dormant volcano. Once there, he asked the spirit of the volcano what could be done to quell its anger toward his village. The spirit answered that they would need to sacrifice a young girl, and because of his importance in the tribe, it would have to be the shaman's daughter. The shaman was devastated, but he knew that if his well-loved daughter was not given up as a human sacrifice, the volcano would erupt, and not only she, but all of them living at the foot of the mountain would be killed. The shaman returned to the village and began the preparations for the sacrifice. In those days, people and plants and animals lived in harmony with each other. And almost immediately, all living beings knew that a sacrificial ceremony was being prepared. When the small bird, who was the friend of the shaman's child, understood what was going to happen, he flew directly to the fiery center of the angry volcano. He begged the volcano to listen to his song before the girl was thrown into the pit. The spirit of the volcano agreed. The little bird began to sing the saddest and most beautiful song that had ever been heard. The tears of the fiery volcano god were mixed with those of the frightened girl and her desperately saddened father. These tears filled the pit of the mountaintop and put out the fire and created a laguna and saved the village. To this day, people climb that mountain to sit by the peaceful lake and listen to the birds sing. This is a tale that is told in Costa Rica.